Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. I'm just so thrilled to have you join me today. There's something truly special about getting your hands in the dirt, about nurturing something from a tiny seed into food that sustains you. It's a connection to the earth, a rhythm that feels so right. Today, we're not just talking about gardening, we're talking about creating a living, breathing space that gives back in so many ways. We're diving deep into the heart of organic vegetable gardening, and I'm excited to share what I've learned along the way. Gardening, for me, has become more than just a hobby. It's a journey. It's about patience, it's about learning, and it's about celebrating those small victories. Like the first ripe tomato of the season, or a row of carrots finally peeking through the soil. It's a story that unfolds day by day. We're going to explore the top 5 tips that I believe are essential for a thriving organic vegetable garden. These aren't just rules to follow. They're more like guiding principles that have helped me cultivate a garden that's not only productive, but also a place of peace and joy. So, whether you're dreaming of starting your very first vegetable patch or you're looking to bring a more organic, heartfelt approach to your existing garden, I hope you'll find some inspiration here. We'll cover everything from the ground up, quite literally. It's about working with nature, understanding its ways, and creating a little haven for both your plants and yourself. Let's get our hands dirty and explore how to make your organic garden flourish. I'm so glad you're here to share this with me. All right, let's start at the very beginning. The absolute foundation of any successful garden, and that's your soil. You know, it's easy to get excited about the plants and the harvest, but the real magic, the real heart of it all, lies right there beneath our feet. Healthy soil isn't just dirt. It's a living ecosystem, teeming with life. And it's what gives your vegetables everything they need to grow strong and taste amazing. Think of it as the soul of your garden. If you nurture it, everything else just seems to fall into place. It's about creating a welcoming home for those roots to spread out and thrive. So, how do we build that beautiful, rich soil? Well, for me, it always comes back to compost and organic matter. Adding compost is like giving your garden a superfood smoothie. It's packed with nutrients, improves soil structure, and helps retain moisture. Whether you make your own compost from kitchen scraps and yard waste, which is a journey in itself, or you source good quality organic compost, it's an investment that pays off tenfold. It's about feeding the soil, which in turn feeds your plants. It's a beautiful cycle, really, watching those natural materials break down and become something so incredibly valuable. And it's not just a one-time thing. Building healthy soil is an ongoing conversation with your garden. Each season, as you add more organic matter, you're building layers of fertility, creating a texture that's just right. Not too sandy, not too clay-like, but that perfect, crumbly loam that plants adore. You'll start to see the difference, not just in how your plants grow, but in the life within the soil itself, the earthworms, the beneficial microbes. It's about creating a vibrant, resilient foundation that will support your garden for years to come. A true legacy in the making. Once you've got that beautiful soil ready, the next step, and it's a really important one, is choosing the right plants for your specific spot on this earth. It's a bit like finding the perfect piece of furniture for a room. It needs to fit the space, the style, and the purpose. Not every plant is going to thrive in every garden, and that's okay. The key is to understand your local climate, your sunshine, your rainfall, your temperature ranges throughout the seasons. When you select plants that are naturally suited to where you live, you're setting them and yourself up for success from the very start. Think about it. Plants that are native or well-adapted to your region are already designed to handle its unique conditions. They're often more resistant to local pests and diseases, and they won't require as much fussing and intervention from you. It's about working smarter, not harder, and letting nature do some of the heavy lifting. Take a little time to research what grows well in your area. Talk to local gardeners, visit a nearby nursery that specializes in regional varieties, or check out resources from your local agricultural extension office. This little bit of homework can make all the difference. It's truly a joy to watch a plant flourish because it feels like it truly belongs, like it's found its perfect home in your garden. You'll see stronger growth, more abundant harvests, and a garden that just feels more harmonious. It's not about trying to force something that isn't meant to be. It's about embracing the character of your own backyard and celebrating the plants that will naturally sing there. This thoughtful selection process really deepens your connection to your garden and the wider environment around you. Now let's talk about a practice that's been around for centuries. A tried and true technique that our grandparents and their grandparents understood: instinctively crop rotation. It might sound a bit technical, but at its heart, it's really simple and incredibly smart. It's all about changing the location of your vegetable families in the garden from one season to the next. Think of it as a gentle dance, a way to keep your soil healthy and balanced, preventing it from getting tired out by growing the same things in the same spot year after year. It's a beautiful, natural rhythm. Why is this so important? Well, different plants have different nutritional needs. Some are heavy feeders, taking a lot from the soil, while others, like legumes, can actually add nutrients back in. If you plant the same crop in the same place continuously, you'll deplete specific nutrients, and you also create an inviting environment for pests and diseases that favor that particular plant to build up over time. By rotating your crops, you're naturally breaking those cycles, keeping the bad guys guessing, and giving your soil a chance to recover and replenish. It's like giving each section of your garden a little breather and a fresh start. Planning your crop rotation doesn't have to be complicated. You can group your vegetables into families, like tomatoes and peppers in one group, broccoli and cabbage in another, beans and peas in a third, and root vegetables like carrots and beets in a fourth. Then, you just make sure each group moves to a new section of the garden each year. It's a bit like a game of musical chairs for your veggies. This mindful practice not only improves your soil's health and fertility, but also reduces the need for interventions, leading to a more resilient and naturally productive garden. It's a quiet wisdom that really works. One of the things I love most about organic gardening is the shift in perspective it brings when it comes to pests. Instead of seeing every bug as an enemy to be eradicated, we start to look for ways to create a balanced ecosystem, a garden where nature itself helps keep things in check. This is where natural pest control comes in, and it's all about fostering harmony. It's not about achieving a completely pest-free garden. That's not really natural, but about creating a resilient space where pests don't get out of hand. It's a more gentle, thoughtful approach. So, what does this look like in practice? Well, a big part of it is encouraging beneficial insects to make your garden their home. These are the good guys, like ladybugs that feast on aphids or lacewings whose larvae have a voracious appetite for pests, and even tiny parasitic wasps that help control caterpillars. You can attract these helpful allies by planting a diversity of flowers and herbs alongside your vegetables. Things like dill, fennel, yarrow, and alyssum can act as magnets for beneficials. It's like rolling out a welcome mat for nature's little pest controllers, creating a vibrant community. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, certain pests might become a bit too enthusiastic. In these cases, we can turn to organic sprays and remedies. This could be something as simple as a strong spray of water to dislodge aphids, or using insecticidal soap, neem oil, or products containing Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, for caterpillars. The key is to choose options that are targeted, biodegradable, and safe for pollinators and other beneficial creatures. It's about intervening gently and thoughtfully, always with the goal of supporting the overall health and balance of your garden, rather than just waging war. Water. It's the lifeblood of any garden, essential for every plant, from the tiniest sprout to the tallest sunflower. But just like with everything else in organic gardening, how we water and when we water really matters. It's not just about dumping water on your plants. It's about watering wisely, ensuring that every drop counts and that your plants get the moisture they need, right where they need it, without waste. There's a real art to understanding your garden's thirst and quenching it effectively. It's a quiet ritual that connects us to the fundamental needs of what we're growing. One of the best pieces of advice I ever received is to water early in the morning. There are a few good reasons for this. First, the cooler morning temperatures mean less water is lost to evaporation, so more of that precious moisture actually makes it to the roots of your plants. Second, watering in the morning gives the plant foliage a chance to dry off during the day, which can help prevent fungal diseases that thrive in damp conditions. It's a simple shift in timing that can make a big difference to the health and vitality of your garden. It feels like you're setting your plants up for a good day. And how much water? Well, that depends on your soil, your climate, and the specific needs of your plants. It's generally better to water deeply and less frequently rather than giving shallow, frequent sprinklings. Deep watering encourages roots to grow further down into the soil, making plants more resilient, especially during dry spells. You can check the soil moisture by sticking your finger a couple of inches down. If it feels dry at that depth, it's probably time to water. Using tools like soaker hoses or drip irrigation can also be incredibly efficient, delivering water directly to the root zone and minimizing waste. It's about being observant and responsive to what your garden is telling you. Well, there you have it. 5 tips that I truly believe can help you cultivate an organic vegetable garden that not only thrives, but also brings a whole lot of joy and connection into your life. From building that rich, living soil to choosing plants that feel right at home, rotating your crops with intention, working in harmony with nature for pest control, and watering wisely. Each step is part of a beautiful, rewarding process. It's about more than just growing food. It's about creating a story with the land, a story of care, patience, and abundance. I hope sharing these insights has sparked some inspiration for your own gardening adventures. Remember, every garden is unique, and the most important thing is to start, to learn as you go, and to enjoy the journey. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of harvesting something you've grown with your own 2 hands, knowing exactly where it came from and the love that went into it. It's a simple pleasure, but it's one of the most profound. So go ahead, get those hands dirty, and watch the magic unfold in your own little patch of earth. Thanks so much for watching and spending this time with me today. It means the world to be able to share this passion with you. If you found these tips helpful, I'd be so grateful if you'd give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gardening tips and tricks and to follow along with our journey here. We've got lots more to share. Until next time, happy gardening, everyone.